Hi, today we're going to be talking about 5 ways you can be a better teammate in Apex Legends. There's a lot of people that need to see this video. Let's talk about it. What's up everybody, welcome back to the XVLN Hideout. We have another Apex Legend video today for you guys, and we're gonna talk about the 5 ways you can be a better teammate. And let's just be real, we know that a lot of people need to see this video. My name is Ghost. If you guys have never been here before, I'm super glad you guys are here. We are going to be putting out weekly Apex Legends content, as well as this being a channel where we talk about the games we play, the lives we live, and how we can look for ways to help each other be better than we were the day before, better than yesterday's the motto. One stream at a time, one day at a time. If you guys feel like you vibe with that, or you just want to see more Apex Legend content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video if it gives you any type of value, and I would truly appreciate you guys leaving me feedback, letting me know what you guys want to see next, what you guys maybe didn't agree with, any of that stuff. I want to see it in the comments. And lastly, before we get into the video, I do stream on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, I almost said it backwards again, I don't know why I always say Tuesday, Monday, and Thursday, 9 p.m. PST, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. I would love to see you guys there. We have been streaming a ton of Apex Legends, so if you guys feel like you have any questions, you guys want to talk about the meta, you guys want to talk about your favorite and disfavorite, if you guys want to talk about your favorite or dislikes about Season 4, feel free to come by the stream. I'd love to have you guys there. All right. It is time to get into the video. The very first one that we're gonna get into in this video on how to be a good teammate is something that I see happen way too often. And before I even start these, I want you guys to know, like, I've done these plenty of times. This is not like I don't do these all the time. I try not to be a better teammate, but it happens. Many times I actually do this one on accident when I'm trying, in the middle of stream, I'm trying to like rush to the bathroom real quick, and then I try to make it back, or I'll go grab an energy drink or a snack, and then I come rushing back and I'm just too late. And then, so I apologize if you have had me do this to you and it's just not fun. But I want to touch on this real quick. Not only is it frustrating, but why it's not something good to do. What we're talking about is find your own loot path. That is number one, find your own loot path. And the reason why this is something that is important is because when you hold the pocket of Jumpmaster all the way to the ground, that's what I'm talking about. When I mean find your own loot path, I'm talking when you are in ship and you guys drop, you have that teammate that holds your pocket all the way until you guys get down to whatever building you're going to, and then go so far most of the time, because they're already there. If you ping the building you are going to go into, which I recommend pinging the building you guys want to choose, and they will literally go inside that same building. The reason why this is not only frustrating but bad for winning more games and bad for winning fights in general is, what you have to understand in Apex Legends, there is a system that is in place in every single game. One of the most common things that is going to happen in most of your guys' games is when you guys drop, you are going to get into your very first fight shortly after you get the initial loot, right? You get your like initial kit going. So that's why you're going to want to loot very quickly and then let your team know, because you guys are hopefully in different buildings, you're gonna let your team know, guys, I'm ready, let's hit this first fight. Then you don't have to worry about kitting super tough in the beginning, because most of the time you're gonna win the first fight, right? Always win the first fight, and this is gonna help you win that first fight. You're gonna take anything out of the death box of the enemy, and you're gonna be better kitted, so you don't have to get super kitted right in the beginning. You just wanna make sure you can win that first fight. So there is an exception. There is an exception to holding Jumpmaster's pocket all the way down, and that exception is hot dropping. Now, when I say hot dropping, what I'm not saying, which is also annoying, is not making any type of ping communication or comms and just dropping unannounced. I'm not talking about that. Nobody likes that hot drop either, but I'm talking about dropping in an area where there's 3, 4, 5 plus teams. You're dropping in a hot area, and hot dropping is different because
most of the time when you hop drop, because of how many teams are there, there's gonna be a full team in every building. So instead of usually waiting until someone pings a building and then you ping the one next to it or in front of it or behind it, what happens is most of the teams are gonna drop together because they know this is how hot dropping works. And then the building next to you, in front of you, and behind you are all gonna have full teams in them. So you guys are gonna have to do with what you can. You're gonna have to split the loot in that building and work as a team to defeat the first, second, or third teams. But hot dropping is a whole nother topic. What you don't wanna do, guys, is take somebody else's loot path and force them to share the loot with you 50-50. And also what happens is you guys are frantic looting when you drop with someone like this. It makes people do it. So what happens is you'll grab the gun, they grab the ammo, you grab this, they grab that, and it just doesn't work good. So try not to do this. Like I said, there's times where I still do it, and I apologize in advance, and I apologize for my past crimes. The second one we're gonna talk about is not something new. The second way to be a good teammate in Apex Legends is to have comms. Now, you might say, I don't have a microphone, or I play late at night and I can't talk. I understand all the different reasons why you're not using voice communication. When I say comms, I don't mean specifically voice communication. You guys can use ping very efficiently. Apex Legends has a very adequate ping system. You can talk and say a bunch of different things with ping, but if you're not using ping, you're not using voice comms, and you're not typing anything, and you're just sitting there silent expecting everybody to read your mind and know what you're gonna do next, and then get mad when they don't back you up, or they don't push with you, or rotate with you, all of these different things, that is annoying. Mainly because I think I solo queue pretty often. I've been playing pretty tough with my boy lately, but before that, and even sometimes after that, I solo queue a lot. So it's really frustrating when somebody doesn't get on the comms until they're mad that you didn't jump in right after them and revive them, when they're mad that you didn't push with them, when they're mad that you didn't rotate with them. And I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to know? You're not pinging, you're not using comms, you're not typing. Now, I will say something about typing. Please don't be that guy who is not pinging and not talking and typing essays. Not only do we not have time to read your essays, but you're taking so much time to type, and you did not do good in Mavis Beacon. So it's taking you a long time to type out these long things, right? So if you're gonna type, keep it to a minimum. Use a smaller amount of words, make it very quick, and then for your ping, use the ping system, please, please. It helps a ton. You will not only win more fights, you will win more games with communication. The whole point of Apex Legends is to play as a team. Is there carry potential? Of course there is, but your chances are gonna be better if you play as a team. Number 3 is what happens after the fight. Whether it's the initial fight, whether it's a fight in the middle of the game, or a fight in the end of the game, the process remains the same. And of course, just remember, guys, all the things that I'm talking about, there are variables, there are anomalies to the things that I'm saying, but for the most part, this should be your thought process. Recuperate, revive, and don't be a thief. Now, after the fight is done, let's just say one of your teammates is downed and you just grab the banner from their death box. One thing you should not do, I appreciate the zealous attitude. I'm glad that you love me so much that you didn't want to be at all without me in the game, that you're so quick to revive me. I appreciate that. It makes me feel great. But I don't want you to revive me, or at least try to, if you haven't replenished your health, if you haven't replenished your shields. Please get to a safe spot after you grab my banner, or anybody's banner. Make sure that you are up in your health and your shields in case you get into another fight or have to dodge another fight on the way to reviving me. And when you revive me, it's always best to try to defend your teammate as they're falling super prone, basically naked, trying to scramble and find a couple things, because everybody knows in that radius they are being revived. So you want to have your health up, you want to have your shields up. Recuperate. That is that step. Recuperate, then revive, and don't be a thief. When I say don't be a thief, I'm talking about to all of you guys who think, oh, I don't know them and they can't defend their stuff. When you see a death box, guys, if you're gonna revive someone and they are gonna go back to their death box and it's not outside of circle, don't take all their stuff. just leave it there and let them come back to it. Now, it's a different story if you're in the middle of a fight and you armor swap or you take some of the ammo or whatever, but communicate, you know, whether it's like, hey, can I take this? Can I take that? Or I'm gonna look through your stuff. I usually let people know right off the bat, dude, I want you to win the fight. I want to come back to life. So take whatever you need. It's not a big deal. I'll figure it out. But without any communication, don't just go up to the death box and start looting and finding what you can for yourself because they can't do anything about it. It's just rude. You establish no trust with your team, especially if you're solo queuing. But even with your team, if you start doing stuff like this, I guarantee if there's 4 of you on, you are gonna be the 4th guy. You are gonna be the guy not playing with everyone else because you do things like this. That is just not playing as a team. Number 4 is team gear awareness, or in essence, just team awareness. And what this step is talking about is you need to remember that this is a team game, that you play as a team most efficiently, that you're gonna win more fights, you're gonna win more rounds. You are gonna be the champion more often if you play as a team. So what you need to do is you need to pay attention. You can see what everyone, if they have shields, you can see what they're running with guns, with ammo. I want you guys to pull up your HUD and I want you to look at what your team is using. Based on that, you can do things like ping armor if they don't have it, ping ammo that they're using. If they're using a sniper and you can see that, maybe ping a, you know, purple sniper stock, something to help them out, show them that you're paying attention to them, and it feels good. It feels good when somebody else in the game is paying attention to you besides you. And so when you do this, the cool thing is when you show that awareness, it makes your team show awareness for you, and now you have a system going where trust is being built and you guys are aware of each other and you're gonna play better together than you would before. So establish that trust. And another cool thing that I've been trying to do almost every game that I learned from my boy Boo is asking, what do you need? In the very beginning, when everyone has their initial loot, you might not have syringes, you might not have any cells, and somebody else might have picked up 12 cells. And so what I've learned from him is just to ask a simple question. Hey, do you guys need anything? What do you need? It goes a long way, and then that person has an opportunity to say, yeah, actually I have no syringes, I'm looking right now. You could drop them half your stack, or if you have a ton of extra, you could drop that, maybe drop them a little light. It's gonna go a long way. It's gonna be better if you guys fight as a team anyway. Make sure you guys are just being, showing that communication, being a good teammate, and that way you guys will be able to win more games. So this one I just kind of thought about, this is number 5, and I kind of thought about this one because it has been lately kind of a pet peeve of mine. It's a little bit frustrating and I'm like, man, it would be so much better if they did this. So I wanted to talk about it because I've been trying to do this, and I'm telling you right now, it completely shocks people. I actually just got into a game where I did this and my team was so shocked that they weren't talking. I said, hello, no response. I was talking, nothing. As soon as I did this, they started talking. Hey, thanks, bro. Like, I appreciate that. Like, yeah, I got it. And all of a sudden, comms went on. So maybe they were a duo and they weren't planning on talking to me. They were in Discord and then they came into chat. I don't really know, but I'm just saying that this goes a long way with what we're talking about. Number 5 is bring things to your teammates instead of pinging. And what I mean by this is, like, let's say we're about to rotate circle and circle is north of us, but you have found a level 3 backpack that is south of everyone and you're pinging it for somebody. Well, it doesn't really make sense. The backpack's a bad example, but let's just say it's something that they need or that everyone would want, right? Let's say it's a Phoenix kit or whatever. If you can grab it, it is gonna be so much better. Not only do you get to establish that trust with your team, but it's gonna be so much better if you're all already pushing north and you're playing the back line and it is south of your player. There's no reason why your teammate has to run all the way from where they're at to grab it and then run all the way back up when you could just bring it to them. So, you know, this goes into effect too with like being ready to play as a team. And if that means carrying some ult accelerants for Lifeline or Gibraltar, there's little things that you can do to overall be a good teammate. And this is not gonna just help you in solo queue. It's gonna help you with your friends. People are gonna wanna play with you because they're gonna be like, dude, this guy's a great teammate. And the thing is the teams that play better together are the teams that win more often. You have to understand that. I don't care how cracked you get. I don't care how many 1v8s you've done. If you are in a place that you are a good teammate and you make sure that your team is thriving at all times, you guys are going to win more often, and wins feel absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming to the video and partaking and watching it, and for all the love you guys have just been showing me on the very first guide I did. I talked about it earlier. I'll make sure that I link it down below. All the links you guys will need will also be down below. You guys can find me on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I would love to play some Apex Legends with you guys or talk about what's going on in the meta and Season 4 while we're playing. The stream is always a great time. I would love to have you guys there. Also, guys, make sure you guys let me know, what do you guys want to see from an Apex Legend content channel? Let me know the things that you like, the things that you don't like, maybe who you want to see a guide of next. We have people that want to see Caustic, people that want to see Lifeline, people that want to see Octane so far. Help me make the decision by letting me know in the comments. And then also make sure you like this video if this video gave you value today. It really goes a long way for the channel. And make sure you subscribe to the channel to see more weekly Apex Legend content. And last but not least, if you guys are new to Apex Legends and you're trying to build more of an Apex Legends community like myself, trying to play with more people, definitely jump into the Discord. We have over 150, I think almost 200 people now that are inside the community. It's growing very fast and the community is very genuine and very cool. You guys will love it there. You can post pictures of your pets. You can post links in the promotion channels of your guys' channels as well. And then also you guys can find more people to play Apex with. We have people that are on console and people that are on PC. So definitely consider joining the Discord.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope you guys have an amazing day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. I hope you guys are very blessed, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.